Okay, today we're going to create an IDW that will have our assembled view and our exploded view, as well as a parts list and some balloons for our puzzle cube. So I'm going to go ahead and hit open, and I'm going to grab a Falls title block, blank IDW. And now that this is open, I'm going to go to base, and for my base I'm going to browse to my assembly of my cube. So find where your cube assembly is and open that up. And I'm going to turn shading on, and I'm going to do isometric top right. And just taking a look at the size of the cube, it's actually probably a little bit large, and you're going to have to learn about using scale, but right now the scale is 1:1. And the exploded view, if I were to do it 1:1, is going to take up too much of the document. So I'm actually going to turn the scale down. So I'm going to make it 75% of its actual size, so that'd be 0.75, and take a look at it on screen. And that looks pretty good. It looks like a good size. I got my shading on, I've got my hidden lines off, and so I'm going to just put this down right here. Right click and hit OK. Now I'm going to go to base again, and I'm going to go to browse, and I'm going to find my exploded view. I have a couple of them here that I've made, and I'm just going to choose this one right here. Open that guy up, go to isometric top right again, and there's my exploded view, and it's already 0.75. I'm going to turn shading on, and I'm going to put that down right here next to my assembly. Right click and hit OK. And now I'm going to add some balloons. So I'm going to go to annotate, and here's my balloon button. And if I click balloon, I can go ahead and manually balloon all of the view. I can also automatically balloon if I click on the little arrow here and go to auto balloon. This dialog box will open up. I'm going to move this window up to the left a little bit. And first you need to select which view you want to balloon. So I'm going to select my exploded view, so I'll click there. And then it wants you to select all the pieces that you want to balloon. And you can click on all of them individually, or you can just draw a box around everything so that they're all selected. Now I want to go around so that the balloons go all around. I'm going to do my offset spacing to 0.1. And I'm going to just click balloon shape, and the regular default circular balloon is just fine. Now I'm going to hit select placement. My balloons have shown up on screen, and you can see that some of them fly out of the screen. So I want these to be as close as possible to my object, and I don't want all the balloons to be right next to each other, so you can move your mouse into a configuration where the balloons are separated in a way, and this is pretty good. There's a good separation, so I'll click right there. My balloons have been created. I'm going to hit apply. It's going to ask you if you want to turn BOM view on, and yes, that's fine. Click OK, and there's my balloons. I'm going to hit cancel here. Now, some of the balloons are going off my page, these guys right here, for example, and I don't want that to happen. I want to pull them back on. So if you hover over these, you'll see a green dot show up over the actual number here. That's where you have to click to drag it into a different position. So I'm just going to pull that one on screen, and I'm going to pull this one on screen. There we go. Okay, we're almost done. We just need to create a parts list now, and there's a parts list button right here. So I'm going to click parts list, and it first wants you to select a document, and I want to select a document that has all of my parts in it. My puzzle pieces are in the exploded view and in the assembled view. So when I hit browse, I can either choose the assembly or I can choose the exploded view. I'm just going to go ahead and choose the assembly, but I could choose the exploded view if I wanted to. So I'm going to double click this and hit OK. And I'm going to place my parts list right here in the top right corner. And there it is. And this balloon is now in the way, so I'm going to pull this over here because I don't want it on top of the parts list. Now your part number should be named the color of the piece. If yours says blue piece, black piece, brown piece, that's fine. If yours says blue, black, brown, red, or whatever colors you've chosen, that's fine as well. but one or the other. They should either be named the color of the piece or they should have piece in the title. But I do want you to edit this. I'm going to have you add a description, and I'm going to right click this and go to edit parts list. I'm going to pull this over here, and for my blue piece, looking at my blue piece has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 cubes in it. So under the description, I'm going to type 5 cubes. My black piece is right here, and it has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 cubes. So I'm going to write 6 cubes. Whoops, with a space. Yep. So I want you to describe your pieces by telling me how many cubes are accumulated in each piece. And then hit apply, and OK. So make sure that all these are filled in. Make sure that your balloons do not cover the parts list or go off the page. And I'm also going to come up here to the plus sign next to sample and double click field text. And with caps lock on, I'm going to put, whoops, my name. So you put your name. Project will be Puzzle Cube. The finish date will be today's date. So whatever today's date is, put it in 1-1-11. Put it in the slash format. And the drawing name is going to be Cube Assembly. And the class period is whatever period you're in. So if you were in 4th period, then put 4. Okay? And all this information is accumulated. And go ahead and go to File, Save As, because we don't want to save it. We want to save as because I want to make sure that that false title block stays right where it is. And I will name this Cube Assembly. And hit Save.